All right. Welcome back to more FLA Homes. If you're new to the channel, my name's Christian Clay. Alongside me is one of our real estate rock stars here on the team, Mr. Josh. How are you, man?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. Feels good to be back. Feels like it's been a month since we've been on this.
Yeah, it has been a while. Now, you say you're doing great. I know you're congested. Everybody out there, we're getting our colds, we're getting that stuff out of the way. But like for you to say that you're feeling great, knowing this morning you're just like, that shows how tough you are here.
Yeah, man. We got some cold weather going on in Florida right now. And we ain't used to that, so it's got my sinuses all messed up.
Yep. So we're taking a look at a beautiful home today. We really want to talk to you about some of the issues that we ran into because this is a home that we actually helped somebody close on. So first and foremost, it's a beautiful looking home, a gorgeous lot, which we're really going to hit on there. And it's an excellent option for people that are considering South Lakeland new construction. And here's why. South Lakeland, if you watch any of my videos on my main channel, is a great place to live, but it lacks new construction, or at least a move up style, right? Like a level 2 higher tiered builder. This isn't a level 3, level 4 builder, but you're going to see typically your DR Hortons and your KB homes in little pockets. And if you do get something that is a newer construction that's nice, it's a full custom home that's multi-million dollars. So I think this fills a good void for some of that South Lakeland area.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't see many new construction communities in South Lakeland, and when you do, the prices can get really, really high. This home right here is absolutely stunning, though. When I first pulled up, I had no clue this was a two-story home. Then I walk in, I'm like, wow, there's a staircase there.
That's right. And we're going to talk about some of the hurdles we ran into, but take a look at the lot. So when we bring up to everybody the non-duplicatable lot, right? Something that you just can't find anywhere else. This is what we're talking about right here. You see the pie-shaped lot giving you a lot more of that front. You can get the pie in the back, you can get the pie in the front. But when you go to sell this home and everybody else has a standard lot, it's going to be a lot easier to sell. Like, look at this right here. So this is something that I was really proud of our client when they decided that this was the one for them. Now, really quickly, hit them with the specs of the home before we walk into the tour, and then we'll talk about what we did for them.
Yeah, so this home right here is a five-bedroom, four bath. As you can see, they got the three-car garage. It's over 3,000 square foot, just under 3,100. Two-story, as you can see from the side, not from the front. It's absolute beautiful home.
Yep, 100%. And we're going to obviously respect the address here. So we're going to start the tour right here. But you'll see with the finishes that this is definitely not your entry level home. It's going to be that move up tier with some of the interior features. Now, this home was offered at 502. Now, this is a part of how we negotiate here. Offered at 502, it was an end of the year kind of contract that we were putting together. So we were really leveraging understanding that yes, the builders do work on this quarterly, especially annual basis where they want to hit their quota. 502, they were offering a 4.99 rate, but they were only offering around $10,000 to $15,000 in closing costs. I think it was actually a little less than that. But what we were able to do is get this home more than $15,000 off of the entire price. Now, if we do get the price down on the home, there's a lot more that we ended up getting them. The 499 we did get, and then we got them an extra $10,000 to $15,000 in closing cost assistance. The reason why I don't have that exact number there is we have to dig back through. We had a bunch of people that we helped out here, but going back through our messages, it does look like we got them at the very minimum an extra $10,000 in closing cost assistance. While we're there on that topic, because we did get, and I tell you guys all the time, right? Like, reach out to us before you talk to the builder. Team@morefla.com. That's the best way to reach us, floating up above. You could text that number as well. We had somebody reach out to us the other day and wanted us to send them a contract of one of the people that we helped out. And they're like, I want to use that contract to leverage a deal with the builder. And I'm like, that's not how this works. So if you already have a deal with the builder, which this person did or whatever, they didn't, they weren't working with us. We can't do anything about that, and of course, we can't disclose a contract to you with our people. So either way, I think we did a really good job negotiating. Now, the reason why I do want to bring up negotiating here is because sometimes the best negotiator is saying nothing at all, right? So like we submitted our offer, I think where a lot of people don't take it to the next level is they don't really get it sent up to management, right? So obviously we know the rep is not going to be the one to make this decision because we were offering for a lot. We were trying to get a lot off of this particular home here. So we sent it up to management. Management came back. We didn't like what we saw, stayed quiet for a few days. Then the birds started chirping there. So we did a really good job negotiating. But there are some other things that we ran into with this home that I think people should know about.
Yeah, for sure. Things went great while the negotiating was going, but then once the deal was struck, things got a little dicey. As as you know, I called to make sure that the blue tape walk, which is the walk pre-inspection, pre-closing that we do to kind of, point out anything that's wrong with the home that we need to have fixed. Called to make sure that I was still on point and found out that day, oh, the closing has been pushed back. No communication to us, no communication to our buyers. Nobody knew. Just found out because I called to clarify that this walk was still set up. Then when the walk happens, luckily I went out there early to kind of make sure things were good, get all the way out there. Come to find out the walk had been canceled. So luckily my buyers didn't have to drive all the way out there for that, but I did. But it's just little things like that. I mean, certain reps kind of check out at certain times, but that's what we're here for. We kind of weed through those reps ourselves so you don't have to deal with them. We just use our process to weed out the bad ones, find the good ones. So
Sure.
when it's your time to buy, we've got the ones that you need to be working with.
Yeah, I mean, so like the negotiating process, there's a particular rep that you want, and it's the one that's going to be like, I want to submit your offer. I will take it up to management for you. And then behind this, like after we get the deal done, you want the rep that's going to continue to work for you, right? And it's tough to find both of them because remember, these are national builders. These are people that are clocking in, clocking out there. So now I know you brushed over it. You're like, I went out there. I found out that the walk wasn't that day, right? And it did affect you, but like you're a tough guy, right? You're talking about sinuses and stuff. You're like, don't worry about me. But things like this happen to people when they're flying in, when they're getting hotels,
Correct.
when they have dogs in kennels and they got to move things and work Monday or whatever it may be. So not having that good communication, I know you're brushing over it, but it could really affect the process. So that goes on both sides, the beginning and the end. You can lose out on a home that you really want, and you can really screw your schedule up over here. I'll vouch for you because you were on like a quick family vacation hours away, and you drove. He left his family to drive down to attend to his clients, obviously. And it was like how long was the drive? 2 hours.
Yeah, I came from 2 hours away. Well, 3 hours actually, because I was 2 hours away from home. So 3 hours away, only to find out that I was going to be alone. So,
That's
no
right.
reason to be there.
Um, but nonetheless, we got through. I know that there was an exceptions list put together, right? Like, go ahead and explain to everybody that process because during the blue tape walkthrough, when it actually happened, and those things are going to be labeled all kind of things, your new home orientation, your welcome home, whatever it may be, we call it a blue tape walkthrough. There were some items that we found, as we always do, that needed to be corrected, right? And then we got towards closing, and those items weren't fully completed for a reason that we kind of understood when you don't have things on order right away. But tell everybody like what the exceptions list is and how that works.
Yeah, so there's going to be certain times that after we do the pre-closing walk, that once we get to the closing day and we do our final walk, some things are still not going to be fixed. Like in this instance, the garage door part wasn't in yet to be able to fix the garage door. Stuff like that's going to happen, but that's why we get it put on the exceptions list and signed by the construction manager because then we have that piece of paper that's going to hold them to making sure that gets fixed by them at no cost to you.
That's right. And so with the exceptions list, it's something that it'll still allow you to close, right? So we were talking about timing. Maybe you need to close this day because you got to fly out or whatever, get moving, whatever. If you don't want the closing to be held up over a small part or something that's pretty reasonable, we can get that done on an exceptions list. So, navigating the process, there's so much more than just finding a home you like, buying it, and closing. This is a very beautiful home, I would say, especially for the location and the price point. But those are some kind of things that we ran into. I'm more impressed because we show a lot of beautiful homes. We help a lot of families buy and, negotiate beautiful homes. The lot for me, I'm most excited about. It's very weird because after closing, my conversation with them is, hey, You know what I'm most happy about is whenever you decide to sell your home, we're going to have an easy time selling this. You're not going to be held up because you have a one of one lot in here. And they're like, you're telling me
Absolutely.
to sell my home already? And I'm like, no, congratulations. Here's some champagne, move in, enjoy. It could be 20 years from now, but that's what I'm most excited about and proud of, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that lot is absolutely sick. With the pie shape, they're going to have more room on both sides of their home than, 90% of the homes in that community. And you're backed up to conservation, so you're never going to have a rear neighbor. That's a gem of a lot.
100%. Hey, so if you want more information on this floor plan, this community, if you want us to represent you or you want to start the process, team at morefla.com. We'll sit down. We'll have a planning session with you. We'll start from what you need, what you want, why you're moving, if you're moving, and then we'll develop a plan for you. And if you watch any of our videos, it's not just about finding one builder, one home. It's about finding multiple that fit your needs so we can leverage those and we can negotiate if we even need to help you guys out with that one. Do you have anything else before we hop off?
Just this upstairs was, I mean, the way it's laid out, I absolutely loved it and hope the people were going to be able to see this part.
Okay,
But I mean,
sweet.
it's kind of like a home that's sitting on top of the home.
Yeah,
You've only got that one room, that one bathroom, and then the loft. And as you can see with the loft that we've seen, that little tiny window, I mean, that'd be the perfect little like movie room.
exactly. Hence the reason it has that kind of upper transom window there. But yeah, so we see a lot of these types of floor plans with Pulte. I think Highland Homes actually does something like this where they can add that
Yeah.
extra loft upstairs. And it's becoming more and more popular. So it is that big ranch style home with that whatever you want to upstairs, movie room, extra room. If you have, like you said, somebody that's maybe like an older child or something, they can have that upstairs space to themselves. It's actually a floor plan that I really like. I think with most builders, I tend to go to these extra loft floor plans because I'm not a big upstairs guy, but I do like that little extra loft upstairs.
Yeah, I'm not a two-story guy, but I would love to have a loft in my home. Just give me a loft upstairs and nothing else.
A loft and then a do not disturb sign right at the front entrance there. Hey, look, if you made it this far, hit the like button for us. The confetti will pop. Leave us some comments down below. What do you think about this home? What do you think about that scenario? I want to know what you all think. If you're not subscribed, what the heck are you doing? Catch you guys on the next one.
Later.